Hi everybody, this is So Blessed, and this is a response to Jiatv, her video of School Me Single Mothers. And I wish I could make a video response to her, but I don't think she accepts video responses, which I understand because she has about 3,000 subscribers. So I definitely understand that, but it's struck such a chord in me that I said I have to make a video response regardless of anybody, if she ever sees it or anybody ever sees it. It's just something that really struck a chord with me, because I am or was a single mother and raised my child as a single mother, and thank God she's 19 and in college now. But that is one of my passions, parenthood, and especially single parenthood. And I think, just to basically answer your question, your question that you posed to single mothers, what's up with them allowing their kids to be babysat or watched after by these men, who are in and out of their lives. And that's just something that I'm just really passionate about, because as a single mother, I'm not trying to be self-righteous or anything, but I just think you can be right without being self-righteous. And I think it comes down to one word: selfishness. I really do believe that it comes down to one word: selfishness. And a whole lot of people, a whole lot of single mothers may disagree with me, but hey, that's the wonderful thing about America. That's the wonderful thing about YouTube. I can have my opinion, you can have yours. But my opinion is that so many women are selfish when it comes to raising their kids, because they say, it's all about them, or I gotta have my fun too, or what about me, or what, I get lonely, or I need companionship, or I need a man, or I need this, or I need that. But I personally think that there are certain things you have to sacrifice when you have kids. And I'm not saying you have to sacrifice your happiness, because you can raise your kids and still be happy. But it's all about what makes you happy. And having men in and out of your lives, in and out of your house, in and out of your bed, should not be the primary thing that makes you happy. You should be concentrating on the happiness and well-being and healthy development of your child. And it is not healthy when your child, whether male child or female child, sees a man in and out of your house, in and out of your bed, in and out of your life. I don't think parents understand. I don't even know if I can convey the passion that I have in my heart about this, because I don't think parents understand the impact that their actions have on their children. These children are smart. They see things, they know things, and whether they ever say it or admit it or articulate it, or but they see things bother them, things that I'm sure that they know that they can't say to their parents, as Jiatv so eloquently put it, much more eloquent than I can say it. But these kids, they know what's going on. They know what the deal is. They know the deal that this is Uncle somebody who came into my life, and this is the new uncle for this month. Then they go Uncle somebody, and this is the new uncle for next year, and so forth and so on. And I'm definitely not trying to put women down or single mothers down, and especially if you have a boyfriend or social life. I'm not putting you down for that out, but there's priority. You prioritize. Your child should be your first and foremost priority, and there's a way you can do things. I personally chose not to have men in and out of my house, in and out of my life. My daughter never saw a man even spend the night here. Maybe a few times her dad, because her dad and I were not together. She was growing up. I guess she was about 4 when we broke up. But even if her dad spent the night, because we always remain friends even until this day, believe you me, he spent the night out on the couch, and my daughter was in the room with me. just so that, I didn't have to do that, but just so that she'll know that this is the way, you conduct yourself. You can't have a do as I say and not as I do mentality when you're raising kids. You cannot do that. You can think that that'll work. You can think that all you want, but it will not work. You can't have that. And anyway, so I don't understand, I'm like Jiatv. I don't understand how, the women, single mothers can have men who are not their children's father in and out of their lives, in and out of their houses, babysitting their kids. These people that you don't know anything about, or you don't know enough about, you don't know their background. But but I think it just comes down to selfishness. My needs, the needs of the parents, it's more important than the need of the child. No, what your child needs is to know that that child is first and foremost, that child comes before your sexual desires and need. That child comes before your social calendar. That child comes before your need for companionship, etc. Like I said, I understand we all want somebody, we all need somebody. There's that need for companionship, but there's a way you can do things. You don't introduce your children so early to a man. You just met him that day, and then your kids are meeting him a day later or a week later. No, you should get to know that person before you introduce that person into your life. And then you shouldn't continue to introduce all these different people into your children's lives. I definitely can go on and on and on and on about that, because that is one subject that I am most passionate about. But I will reiterate, and I know I'm being redundant, but I will reiterate, it comes down to selfishness. It comes down to my need is more important than the healthy development of my child. And many may disagree with that, but when it comes down to the real, that is the real. Some parents and some mothers are just selfish when it comes down to that. They might not be selfish in a whole lot of other ways. They might not be selfish in their giving. They might not be selfish in taking care of their children. But when it comes down to, I gotta get mine, some women are selfish in that way, rather than thinking about, I am not going to pollute my children's lives and their mental development with any of that other nonsense. So that's my 2 cents. You can, wonderful thing about YouTube, you can take it or leave it, but I hope somebody takes it. Y'all be blessed.